Hello and welcome to another episode of Learn to Make Dubstep. Today we're going to make synths because I didn't get this drum pack, the Fele ambient dubstep drum pack. Sounds really sick. So pretty much we're just gonna make synths. Teach you the basics of using NI Massive and all that. Okay, so first take Massive here from your VST folder, which I'm not going to open up mine right now. I'll do that later. You click and drag it into here. Just this big box here that says drop files and devices here. You'll get a box open. You'll get the basic sounds starting like that. Now you should be already opened into global, so you can just hit init patch. If it doesn't work, don't worry. It's pretty much just resetting everything to default and doesn't really matter because everything's in default when you open it. So first one is just kind of a basic one. I'm just gonna get you guys to first try to go through all these. Well, not all of them. Just play with them. This WT position thing here, it'll change the way your sound sounds. And you can do it through lots of them. Some of them you might have to turn up the master volume a little. Okay, so if you're looking for gritty sounds, I'm not teaching that right now. I'm gonna teach that next tutorial because they're a little more difficult to do. So, just gonna start you off with making pad, which is pretty much like breathy sound you have in the background. This one isn't gonna be heavy, it's more for Chillstep, stuff like that, the lighter things. But all in all, it sounds nice anyway. So, first, oscillator 1, click here, go to fx/chords, click color, move it around till you hear something you like. I'm gonna turn the master volume down to half. Take this level, move it up. Take the level here, move it down a bit, so when you hit it, it'll slowly rise up. Move this a little up, not too much. We can turn the master volume up. See, so that sounds pretty nice so far. Now we'll try to mix this into it. See how it doesn't really fit in? We'll just try to add a performer. So it'll cut the sound. So there's this full, low, full, low, full, low. Pretty much, we're just going to turn the volume all the way down. Drag this into here. So pretty much what it's going to do is when I press a key, it'll take this and I'll go slide through it. It'll take every single note and do exactly that. So now this, since it's going forward, like up, since when I dragged it up like that, that means this will be the highest point of volume, this will be the lowest, just for demonstration purposes. If I put this all the way to the right, and I dragged it down, that means this would be going the lowest volume to the highest. If you aren't catching on to that, just send me a message and I'll quickly go over it. Now we want to turn up the rate faster so it goes through these a little faster. Now keep in mind, I never actually script any of these, so I'm kind of just blindly going through it as well. Now we're going to make that wobble a little. This 6 is called an LFO. It'll pretty make it go high, low, and I'll wave through that all the time. As you can see, it goes in both directions for this one. We only want a little, so it'll first, I don't know which one it goes first, but it'll go high, low, stuff like that. See, that's going way too fast, so which one was that? It was 6. So we click 6 here. One a little lower. Maybe a little lower. We don't really want it too fast. Might want this a little bit down. Or we can just leave it all the way up there, and we can add a reverb, which will just, what I like to say, tie it all together. Yeah, it still doesn't really fit, so we'll just use it with a lower volume. Now, low pass, you will be using this for future in your bass wobble. But right now we're just using it to cut off. Now what I did is I moved this up to F1, filter 1, F2, filter 2. So move it up to only that. See, and then you'll have a nice click in the background. Now, I'm not really sure how to explain all of these. To be honest, I just play around with these. I find phase makes a more gritty sound. So if I take off the low pass and turn this off, off, on, off, on. Pretty much the 1, 2, 3 is oscillator 1, oscillator 2, oscillator 3. So keep that in mind. I like it like that. Sounds nice. Now let's try changing the volume. Bring it down 12. start at 0 and keep it there. Now, if you don't like the hits, I'll just call it, you can just take off that. Bring up the volume a little. And I'll just keep it at a steady sound. Sorry, going through these a little slow. This is up to like 12 yesterday, so I know probably not much compared to all of you, but whatever. Now, if you play with a white noise, it'll give... Sorry. If you play with a white noise, it'll give you kind of a breathy air sound. Kind of like wind. Don't really want too much of that, so. Now this is just a really basic, like, pad. The most basic you can get, actually. I'll teach you some more advanced ones later on, but this is just so that you get a hold of all of the things. I'm not going to teach you envelopes right now. I will teach you those later on. I just taught you a little basic one to get it to rise slower. See, if I raised the level here, it wouldn't sound like that. I'll teach you about morphing and loops later on. You don't really need them right now for the basics, but I do recommend playing with them a little if you want to. I will teach them a little more in depth later. A little basic to get the hold on, as you can see, as you can hear, it pretty much just copies that, but I'll teach it more in depth later on. So that was our synths, and I will teach you how to do bass later on. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will be back with plenty more.